obviously bed bug treatments, do you find that obviously you do testing of a lot of products? Do you find that heat treatments are very effective? Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with heat treatments is it takes some skill with the person who's using it. They have to understand something about the structure of the building and whether there's cold spots around windows, or whether adding heat is going to push bugs from your wall cavities into the neighboring rooms, that kind of thing. So it's not idiot proof, but if you're competent with it, yeah, it's brilliant. They definitely, I won't say definitely. It seems unlikely that they would ever become resistant to that. If you can warm them up above about 45 degrees, then they're pretty much guaranteed to die. Yeah.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask because you're obviously the bed bug expert. I've never, I've never done heat treatment. We don't have that kind of kit, but I know there is firms that have got them.
Yeah, yeah. I've been a fly on the wall in a bunch of heat treatments. I don't handle the kit myself, but I've been a fly on the wall on some really big heat treatments where they have like lorries parked outside with
Wow.
diesel generators heating up water and then piping it in through big orange tubes into heat exchangers. So this is really big kit. The whole kit arrives on two big lorries, and then much
Wow.
smaller things where you have like electric heaters in rooms, or bubble treatments where you have like a pop-up gazebo, insulated gazebo that
Oh,
you just put over the bed. Yeah, but on all scales, if you do it, uh, you know, carefully with temperature probes to identify all the cold spots, and you do it for long enough, then it's definitely an effective way to manage your bed bugs. Yeah.
good to hear. Have you been on any jobs where I've heard in London sometimes they heat the entire building? Is
Yeah,
that'll be
yeah,
quite a
those
big
big
job,
lorry
wouldn't it?
ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
those big lorry ones were that was in a Premier Inn. It's probably fine to say it was a long time ago. That was in a
Yeah.
Premier Inn, and they heated up like several floors, basically a wing of it. So they have
Okay.
lots of heat exchangers, and you could go in you could go in and walk around in there, but it was hot. It was uncomfortable. They're aiming for like 50 degrees, so you don't want to be in there too long. And if you touch anything metal, it kind of burns you. Um,
It would, wouldn't it?
um, yeah, yeah. But it was for that one. I took tubes of bed bugs. They were bugs that were sealed into ventilated tubes, and I hid them in all the places
Okay.
I could think of, like inside the bed base and under the wardrobe and under the carpet and between the mattress and the bed base. And they were all dead in like 2 hours. And that heat treatment was going on for I think about 12 hours. 12 hours of being hot, and then they would have like a slow cool down period. If you're doing those massive like structural heat treatments, you've got to like
Okay.
bring the temperature up quite steadily and then cool it down quite steadily. And you've got to make sure
Oh,
you don't
okay.
don't go over. If you hit about 55, 60 degrees, then the melamine edging starts to peel off all of the
Oh,
furniture. That's the first thing to go. But you can cause all sorts of
oh,
problems. Yeah, you can
oh,
evaporate lots of water from like the toilets and things and steam the room, and that can make the tiles fall off the wall. So
oh!
yeah,
I
it
never
takes some
thought of all
skill not to
this.
just cause
Oh,
massive damage. Yeah.